Okay, we're going to start a series about essential knowledge of the endgame. The first example we're going to look at is a game between Albert and Kasparov from 1978. It's a Queen's ending, and we're going to see how Kasparov technically wins it by knowing exactly the technique. So the lesson of this endgame is know your endgames, because you need them to finish your opponent. So let's look how Kasparov did it. It's very instructive. He uses several techniques. Okay, first he gives a check. Queen g1, only move, takes on g1, takes on g1, and now we've got the pawn ending, and it's 1. Let's see how Kasparov does it, and then we'll make some small conclusions. King g7, King f2, King f6, King f3, King e5 takes the opposition, King f3, white waits, f5, g5, h3. Okay. Another sample variation is if white waits with the king, instead of waiting move with the pawn, then you give a check, another check, you come, King f2, King d3, and we're in. For example, King e1, King e3, King f1, and now g3. For example, King g1, King e2, f3 takes King f2, and gt2 mate. So after g5, h3, black plays King d5, King d3, and now King c5, King c3, and now g4. King comes back, exclamation mark, take, opposition, goes, position, pawn advances, king goes back. Now white has the opposition, but King f1, very good move, because after King e3, King e1, f2, King f1, f3, it's stalemate. So after King f5, this is important, you make a triangle, and you lose the tempo, so to gain the opposition. Let's see how Kasparov does it. King g1, King e5, exclamation mark, King f1, King e4, King f2, King f4. And now white wins easily because of black wins easily because of King f1, King g3, King g1, and you simply take, and it's easy. 1 endgame. So the lessons are: know your basic endgames, so that you can transform a queen ending, for example, in a winning pawn ending, and know the principle of the triangle. So let's see it one more time fast. You exchange the queens, excuse me, check, exchange the queens, you come with the king, advance your pawns, and now you try to come with the king, so that the king is gone from the pawns. Then you exchange one, you create a passed pawn, a free pawn. Now you make the triangle to take the opposition, and it's all over. So any comments please on YouTube. Thank you very much.